What is up, everyone? Hello, and welcome back to the COE Yuki Aim 1 vs 1 LAN tournament. We've had some good matches come through, a recent banger between Antonio and Melva, and we might have another, if not even bigger, banger coming up now. We are facing Bubbleman and Nopekjk to duke it out in the round of 16. I'm Sad Shiva, and I'm joined by the fantastic Doomsday for the first time in LAN. This is so cool, yes. Doomsday.
Let's go, Shiva. Oh, it's so good to be here at COE casting for the tournament this year. And this matchup, Bubbleman, seed number 2, absolutely stormed the qualifiers. Of course, one of the most decorated players this game has ever seen. And Nopekjk, fantastic to see him here, first of all. Such a journey from South Korea to be here. It's fantastic to see him playing, and one of the premier control players. Some of the control maps in this pool suit these two really well, I think, and I'm excited to see the head-to-head on these.
Yeah, absolutely. I would not let the seeing disparaging actually take your impression of this match, because Nopekjk is very experienced and very, very good at what he's strong with. He is an outlier in that level of control. Yeah. Bubbleman, of course, very well-rounded. Of course, a legend in his own right. He is capable of doing some of the best things in this scene. But Nopekjk has the potential to really outshine on multiple maps. Most notably Control. No more Gimmick, so the No more 5 being around, could do really well on that. Any aim control heavy map, he could absolutely excel on. And that's the thing that you're looking at. Because Bubbleman has that edge on mechanics. That's the thing that Nope is worried about. Mechanics is that one weakness that Bubbleman can really perform on. He has that ability, so that's what he's going to have to worry about. I think Bubble has that edge in well-roundedness, flexibility generally, but in those core strengths that Nope has, he could really cause a ruckus with that scoreline.
Yeah, I think a lot of these control maps are quite close between the two. And I suppose in this instance, right, the normal pool, not much speed in there. The DT pool is very speedy, of course. All 3 maps, even that double time 1, Pretender, got a lot of burst pattern in it, a lot of long streams, especially in the second half. I think in this matchup, Bubbleman has the versatility to cover everything well there. Nope's going to try and play around that, but there are a lot of very contested picks, which he should have be pretty confident in be able to steal there against Bubbleman.
I think Nomad and Hidden are definitely the 2 multiples that we're looking at to be the closest. Hard Rock and DT definitely lean towards the edge of Bubbleman, maybe not necessarily on the aim-heavy ones like High is High, and potentially that that Hard Rock 3 has a good edge potential for Nopekjk. It's very aim control heavy, but that Hard Rock naturally induces a lot of mechanics in there, so that might be one thing that I think Nope wants to maybe save for a later pick in desperation, and less so a choice in a strategy. But we'll have to wait and see. I think the protects here are going to be really obvious. We're probably going to be seeing Nopekjk keep True Teaching Mag or Let's Quartz. But Bubbleman, like you mentioned before, we talked about this earlier, Bubbleman has such a good level of flexibility that he can more lean into the bans and picks that he just wants to play or doesn't want to play, depending on what ban he wants, right? If there's a map that he just doesn't fancy playing, he can just ban it. I don't think Bubbleman is in that spot where he has to worry about dealing with any significant weakness.
Yeah, it's going to come down to, you know, what sorts of maps does he like in this pool? What sorts of maps doesn't he like, really? Yeah, it's playing about with that sort of thing. You won't know until we see it on the table.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to seeing what goes down. Hi, Poon. You look so great strolling that way, buddy.
Just chilling.
Yeah. I can't wait, though. I think this is a match that, if you guys have been in the tournament scene for a while and you know both of these players, you are expecting to see some really strong performances here. I think Bubbleman's had a great resurgence in the last year. He obviously widely regarded to be one of the greatest to ever do it, and his return last year, we saw him develop in that D-Rust all the way up to a really nice climax at the US World Cup, where despite the UK falling to Chile in that World Cup match, he performed exceptionally well, having those really clutch moments where he pushed his team like he used to back in the day in his prime. And we're starting to see that really start to climb up again, where he's outseeding Krilla, the reigning champion of this tournament here, forcing Krilla to face Malashevsky before Grand Finals, which is a huge deal and might cause for a really exciting stir in that call for who's going to make it into the Grand Finals.
I think as well with Bubbleman as well, he's so familiar with the mechanics of Laser as well.
Yes,
especially on some of the, especially when it comes to things like burst extreme control maps where unstable note lock is such a nightmare. He's very familiar with that sort of thing in terms of what sort of things Laser is quite nice to do on those sorts of picks, and plus the fact that his accuracy is genuinely very good in Laser. Accuracy is worth so much more than in Stable, so it helps even if you maybe find a couple misses here and there. If you can consistently accuracy some of those sorts of maps, it's a lot of score that you wouldn't get otherwise unstable.
Yeah, I can imagine we can see that repeat. We saw a taste of what Laser can do for the players in the Laser Grand Arena. Obviously, we also got a taste of it last year's COE tournament where that no lock was not really present, and that gave players a bit more of an opportunity to contest other players on stamina maps. And that, of course, also gives a bigger edge for that speed player where they can focus a lot more on maintaining that really smooth accuracy. So here we go into our pick and ban stages here. Protect, we're going to have to find out from our intercom from production, I believe. I don't think we have the graphic that shows Protect, but we will tell you about those soon. The format of this match, it's best of 9, so first to 5. You got each player gets 1 Protect and 2 bans.
Yep, we're starting off with the Protect depending on how the rolls go, so we'll figure out which way that is in a moment.
Right, got you. So, just got an intercom from Poon. So, Bubbleman has lost the roll.
6. Nopekjk rolled a 98. Man.
So, yeah, quite a polarizing win. Let's go Nopekjk, winning the luck game so far. Managing to get an opportunity to prioritize the momentum of the pick stage. Okay, so we got the entryway for the first Protect here. The Pretender is the opening Protect here for Bubbleman, which I am very happy to see because this is a really clouded map, and with Laser being more lenient on that speed, the hardest parts of the map are going to be much more in Bubbleman's favor. So I'm looking forward to that one being picked. Considering that one being his Protect, I think he absolutely knows that Nope is not only worried about banning that, but Bubble knows himself. He is comfortable in that kind of skill. Got you.
So that's no mod 5 protected by Nopekjk. Then that's Let's Quartz, the AR8 reading map, the rhythm map. Yep. Definitely suits it down to a T. That's the one that's quite contested between the two, but Nopekjk on those maps is very scary. I cast a lot of Nopekjk during the Laser Grand Arena, which of course was also played on Laser, given the name, and he was one of the scariest players on anything like remotely adjacent to maps like that in that tournament, and absolutely that No Mod 4 as well will be a threat if it survives, of course. But No Mod 5 is the map I think of when I think of Nopekjk here.
Yeah, no, really, really understandable opening Protects here. I think Let's Quartz, Bubbleman is widely regarded to be really, really powerful on general hidden reading. No Mod reading, despite being prevalent on, I don't think is as potent as his hidden reading. So I think Nopekjk leaning into that and just going into what he knows he's very comfortable on is a good start for him. You also have other maps that have the potential to be shut down now that those are not open. Like we mentioned before, True DJ Mag, Source of Creation as well, No Mod 3 and 4, both maps that we look at for Nopekjk to potentially do really well on. But it seems like out of those 3 really powerful No Mod maps, it is going to be Let's Quartz that's going to be stuck in his pool for this match.
So there's going to be 2 bans coming up now for each player. We'll see what they don't want to deal with. Of course, that DT1 Protect by the Pretender by Bubbleman. That's a good pick for him, but True Blue is very stamina heavy as well. Yes. I'd be surprised if that survives. That's pretty much all streams all day.
Yeah, if I was to make a guess, most likely odds here for Nopekjk, obviously he's going to get rid of True Blue, but I think he's going to be either leaning towards Easy Breezy or Angel Salad. Both of them are quite mechanics heavy and have that apply on the burst, and you already see that straight away here. It's actually Angel Salad going to be banned here from Bubbleman instead, which again, kind of makes sense, but you know what, maybe I was underrating the type of mechanics on this one. Maybe Angel Salad is a bit more up Nopekjk's alley than I imagined. But yeah, those opening bans make a lot of sense. True Blue, and it will be Easy Breezy for Nopekjk. So no Discord sliders this match, I'm afraid.
Nope.
But all good. Next ban up here for Bubbleman. I'm really curious because Source of Creation and True DJ Mag are both still open. This might be a really interesting tell for how he feels on these maps.
Yeah, I mean, Hidden 3, I do feel like both players will do okay on that, but if we're going to go into the control stuff, I mean, No Mod 4, I think, is a bit of a toss-up. Of course, on Laser, the slider side of that No Mod 4 is a bit less on the, I guess, the RNG side. You can get through it a bit more, but that might just give Nopekjk even more comfort on it. I don't know, I can't see Bubbleman banning that, but maybe. I'm feeling confident about the chances of Astro Sexy surviving the ban phase.
Oh, yeah.
I'm quietly confident.
I'm happy to see that map still open.
Oh, yeah.
And it's going to be Satuga. That was something I was about to mention here. That Usao slider aim control is another option that Nopekjk can lean into. And it seems like Bubbleman wants to eliminate those really comfortable hidden picks here for Nope. And that forces him to really allow himself to play that no mod and maybe play into a more comfortable hand of Bubbleman's here.
Yeah, I think that hidden one, to be fair, though, it's more on the mechanics side, I think, than the control side. It's mech tech. It's pretty extreme mech tech. but it's more about the aim side on that one. So I'd say it's more or less a mechanics map taken out there on that hidden one. I think Hard Rock 1 and No Mod 1, those two maps, there's so much like linear aim, or wide angle aim in those. It ain't comfy. And first pick, going to be No Mod 5, the Protect.
Yep.
Right off the bat here for Nope.
Yeah, so Nope really wants to entry in, make sure he has that point on the board and has a good start on his momentum. It makes complete sense. Wants to just go straight into that. You obviously still have other choices there. When we're talking back about the hidden maps here, I think one thing that people will notice is that both Hidden 1 and Hidden 3 seem to follow that same theme of Nopekjk, but they're both very different. Usao Satuga's more leaning towards that aim, that raw aim mechanics, that raw slider aim, and Angel Salad more leaning to that Kanagiri finger control slash into that tapping. But here we go into our match between Nopekjk and Bubbleman. Starting this off, we are on Let's Courts. Nopekjk's protected pick and opening pick here for this match.
Yeah, this is ARA, it's overlap reading, rhythm reading, deceptive spacing. And so many of these notes aren't new comboed, which is a big deal because it means you have to read the approach rate on it very closely. And immediately, Nopekjk showing his practice on this with a very good opening start here.
Yeah, this map is really, really exclusive to those who are able to play this kind of skill set. If you aren't specialized in something like this, if you don't have a strong knack for it, you are going to fall apart on this. This was used in SSOT as one of the 1v1 hidden maps, and it goes to show the proficiency of its difficulty here. Nope does finally go down and lose that early entryway combo, but Bubbleman does have a decent recovery, just encroaching on that 100 mark, but it seems like he's faltering a little bit on the accuracy here. 5% lead in favor of Nopekjk, and with that drop from Bubbleman, the combo reset goes back in favor of that Korean veteran.
He's got 5% of AC as well. That's such a big AC lead on Laser, man. He's got a bit of that combo. Great opening flurry here. It's a fairly long map, though. Plenty of time to adjust, and we're on LAN. But it's still a fairly novel concept for O2 tournaments, and adjusting to it and being able to adjust to it quickly is such a big deal. And Bubbleman has shown to be very adaptable when it comes to LAN.
Yeah, Nopekjk though, setting up a really good combo here, about 360 and climbing. And we're starting to kind of go into more of a tame usual section here, where we're just giving it a little bit more time to Nope to build that continuous combo. That drop from Bubbleman, really essential there. Gives Nope a little bit of entryway, but that miss afterwards is going to be a bit of an issue there. But thankfully, that early established 130,000 score for Nopekjk is going to be really good for him. Gives him that layer of security as he hits those 1/3 but misses on the stream just afterwards. It is an even trade here. Combo is still dead even.
Yeah, Nope. Looking far more comfortable at the moment on this. That AC lead is only increasing, really. This looks like a really good first pick. Really good first pick here for Nope.
Nicely done there from Nope, hitting that chain burst there. Those burst jumps are really difficult to keep your accuracy on. But thankfully for him, he's building up a really good combo. Bubbleman trailing not too far away, but he's going to have to build up a significant lead towards the final quarter of this map if he wants to put up a valuable advantage here. But after that miss, and with Nope hitting that zigzag downstream pattern, is going to be able to secure that for him. Hits that ending section as well. Beautiful start from Nopekjk, really displaying that power on that skill set. Finally goes down, but I think that lead is starting to become a little bit too insurmountable here for Bubbleman. He's not able to establish any major combos for the long run of this map, and on top of that, that accuracy disadvantage, a whole 5% in favor of Nopekjk. Even if he was to get a good combo towards the end of this map, it simply would not be enough. Nopekjk is going to take this map and secure good, well over 500,000 score.
Just a great opening, of course. It's a protected pick. It's what you think of when it comes to Nopekjk, but it seems like the perfect time to pick it because it seems like Bubbleman had a couple issues on it, and Nopekjk has managed to just completely capitalize here.
Yeah, like we said, Bubbleman being very well-rounded, capable of playing almost everything, but I think if there's one thing that people see as a potential weakness here from Bubbleman is that overlapping no-mod gimmick. Hidden gimmick is something that we've seen him perform exceptionally well on. It's one of those outstanding skill sets that sets the rest of his strengths apart, but that no-mod gimmick is something that isn't as recognized, and Nope knew that and took really hard advantage on that one and gets himself an opening pick on the board here. It's up to Bubbleman now to try and go for that sharp adjust and most likely go into one of those DT maps, if not the Pretender.
He might do. You could always save it though. The thing with protects in tournaments is there's usually two strats, right? You go straight into it first pick, you just go straight into your, in theory, strongest map first pick, or you save it for when you need a bit of the get out of jail free card. You need to just swing the momentum because it's so important in those tournaments. We'll see what he goes for here though.
Ooh, Bubbleman going into No Mod 1, pile of corpses. Okay. I'm surprised by this pick. I would have felt like this would have been one of the toss-up ones that you'd lean into late stage. I feel like Nopekjk has some proficiency in raw aim.
Oh, he's going to be competitive on it for sure. But when it comes to raw aim, Bubbleman has shown in the past he's very strong on it. I think he had a very good score on the Mod 1 in the qualifiers. Very strong core mechanics. So it's always going to be a relatively, I don't want to say comfortable, no Mod 1's not comfortable, but when it comes to no Mod 1 comfort, Bubbleman is pretty damn good at it.
Yeah, you see the statistics on this map, ladies and gentlemen. CS 3.9, AR 9.9. This is a long map as well. I think just bordering on about 4 minutes. It is a long consistency test with general comfort map sides in there, but has that hit of awkwardness on top of some of these really dangerous, sharp, sporadic jump patterns that you see here that can easily trip a player if they are not prepared. Early entryway here does lead to an early miss from both players, but Bubbleman does seem to hold on to fantastic accuracy despite that early drop.
Yeah, a few ag drops from Nope early on, but plenty of time to adjust. The map is 3 minutes, not super long for No Mod 1, but it certainly ain't short. But barely anything drops in the opening here from Bubbleman.
Yeah, having to go from this really sharp adjust, it's clear that Nope is struggling here, not able to hit any of these jumps. Those back and forth patterns as well, really, really deadly here. Despite the drop there from Bubbleman, he's able to keep his composure and keep holding on to these jumps here. And hits all of them beautifully here. It seems like Nopekjk is struggling a little harder than I expected here, unfortunately. He does finally hit those up and down patterns and does finish it out, but he has to hold on to a little bit more and try and build something here. Bubbleman is currently mopping the floor with it, holding on to already a near 100,000 score lead.
So many of the jumps in this map are almost like corner to corner, wide screen jumps. It's at this SR, at this sort of BPM, the spacing is super, super wide. And Bubbleman he's a very much a Grand Senpai map enjoyer, loves his screen jumps on low BPM. So this ain't going to be too uncomfortable for him, and it's showing here.
Yeah, I mean, look at these back and forths, look at these squares. Bubbleman hitting everything beautifully here. Despite dropping earlier on and dropping afterwards, those moments of that combo building is really helping him here. It's the general comfort, the general moments where you can build just a little bit more combo throughout the map's runtime. You don't have to worry about being on those giant leads. The accuracy is immensely in his favor. So all he has to worry about is just keeping up and keeping that combo just a little bit ahead of Nope in order to keep that lead in his favor. You've got 156,000 score on building. Nope is not able to build anything of major degree for a good while, but finally has 240 combo to his name and may be able to climb now that he's evening it out with Bubbleman. If Bubble is to drop soon and he holds, it could work, but unfortunately I may have cursed him as he does go down just afterwards.
How could you? He was getting some comfort, man. Yeah, Nope's definitely getting more comfortable as this map goes on. I think it might be too late though, but found a lot more comfort in the end here, doing a lot better on the second half of this map for sure though, getting some of that warm-up in. It's really useful later on.
Yeah, no, it seems like the sharp adjust was really what was leading to struggle as he is starting to build a decent amount of score leading up to this, but Bubbleman just has his number so far, 98.5 accuracy, not letting that slip up even through these really difficult aim sections here. This is a Melon Boy aim map as well. Melon Boy widely regarded to be a really, really popular, really fun tournament aim mapper, being able to make some of these patterns look like a blast, but also look like a serious test in your aim discipline and your ability to adjust to those short into sporadically sharp jump patterns. And it's a nice win there from Bubbleman. Nicely done. 657,000 score. Able to really establish that good dominant lead, evening out the playing field and shutting down that Let's Quartz momentum from Nopekjk.
Yeah, he shows supreme comfort on the aim there, holding 99 for most of that, holding a lot of combo through that as well. And being able to jump on like a setup like this, I know they've had a bit of time to warm up, a bit of time to prep, but raw aim, especially on something like that, wide spacing, like high SR, but generally low BPM aim, being able to just jump on and put on a score like that and show comfort on that is super impressive, man.
Yeah, absolutely. His next pickup here for Nopekjk now, he's got quite a few options. Unfortunately, both of his mech tech maps have been taken away here from those Bubbleman bans. So you're more looking at potentially either number 3, number 4, or what are your thoughts on the Astro Sexy pick here, Doomsday?
Oh, I think the Astro Sexy pick is like, it's like the neutral ground between these two.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know who picks that, man. I think one of them might do. I mean, come on, these two players have taste.
There we go. Indeed, we will be seeing Astro Sexy. So keeping number 3, number 4 open, potentially as that last touch Gambit map has towards the end here, because Bubbleman has a lot of flexibility on the Hard Rock and DT pools. You've got, you do have the Pretender still open, and you have all 3 of those Hard Rock maps that arguably Hard Rock 1 I mean, after seeing Nopekjk struggle on the normal one, you start to worry to think this entire hard rock pool might not be in his favor, which does open up a lot of options here for Bubbleman later on into the match. But so far, RO16 pick, I'd say, is really solid. This has a lot of aim control, and if anything, you know Nopekjk for his brilliant degree of aim control. Kind of a notable trait of the South Korean players, generally in OS, that they have that really proficient strength in aim control generally.
That first stream there is probably the hardest part of the whole map. Both players just hit it casually, as you do at that. That's normal.
Okay, so after they both hit that really difficult stream, they do end up building a bit of combo, but dropping consequentially afterwards. So this is still really, really close. Anybody's pick here so far. Just a small accuracy in favor of Bubbleman here. I think a little chain miss from Nope just before chain that miss there. A big act drop as well on that stream earlier does give Bubbleman a good accuracy lead, but it's going to not take too long for Nope to be able to build that back as long as he can keep his composure on these next sections here. Combo still remains exactly the same as we get a quarter of the way through the map already here. This is a decently short map, and these guys still continue to hold on to their combos. Any miss here could spell the end of each other's run here. And down goes Bubbleman, but it is traded instantly there by Nopekjk. So that accuracy lead from Bubble, nearly 3% in his favor, is going to really help him to keep that lead intact by about 20,000 here. The combo has to stay the same because Nope is starting to catch up in that accuracy game.
Yeah, that one pattern they broke on is a very nasty pattern, but they hit everything else pretty decently. It's a bit more doable, but there are some pretty hard linears here too.
Not too crazy here. Both combos still remain intact here. These guys are broken at the exact same time. It is just the accuracy dividing them here. And Nope is starting to climb back a little bit. Does drop down, but does finally eclipse that 95% mark. And here we go. Bubbleman does go down, but it is traded once again immediately there by Nopekjk. And this is a really sad stranglehold here. The moment a window is opened there, it is once again shut right in Nope's face with that trade afterwards. It's been the same lead for a good while there. There's a unique miss there from Nopekjk. Bubbleman finally now might be able to build enough combo to double the victory advantages here for his favor. Hits that entire section there. Continues to hold on to over 200 combo. The more this builds, the better it'll get. But Bubbleman does go down, and it's 140 combo rank climbing here from Nopekjk. Hits that entire section, but misses just afterwards. And once again, a window opened, a window closed.
Both these two are hitting some of the hard patterns in this map, man. This is something else at the moment. They're basically trading. How do you not curse dance this section? It's impossible to not curse dance this.
It's just an iconic part of the map, you know. I think these guys are really locked in though. But Nope goes down on one of those really wide angle sections. But it is once again traded here. Both of these guys so evenly matched in the combo game. It is merely that early accuracy difference that really kept Bubbleman intact there.
Accuracy as well, 2.5% is pretty much making a difference, I think. There's a bit of time left, a bit of combo for Nope, but that accuracy is doing so much work here for Bubbleman.
Yeah, as we get into the final ending of the map here, BYOC to come through. This is the last moment where we see those really difficult patterns here. And Nope does have a good amount of combo here. If Bubbleman is to drop soon, there is a slim chance that he might be able to build towards the very end here, but Bubbleman is not giving Nope any room here. Climbing up that combo to about 100. And Nope, with that drop, with that trade, is going to secure the win there for Bubbleman and the first breakpoint of this match.
Yep, I do think that was a close one, and that worked out to be close, but it looks like Bubble is going to steal it away. And accuracy is king, it seems, but apart from that, dead even between the two on this one.
Yeah, this was a really interesting map to see. Both of them really evenly matched in the combo game. Literally, that early accuracy drop, that complete accuracy fall apart from Nope on the first opening sections of the map was literally what spelled the end for him on that. And as that started to become closer and closer, there wasn't an advantage that Nope could come back with because it took such a long time for him to rebuild that. And even then, the combo game was dead even.
Yeah, I say the early patterns, he managed to get a little lead on the accuracy and he didn't really lose it because they were just dead even after that. They were just trading blows. It was a case of just one pattern going awry and that was it. So nothing really in it on there as we hope to see. This is the head-to-head we wanted to see on these sorts of picks, and it's great to see it play out here. Plenty more to come, I think, as well.
Yeah, you're thinking of that potentiality for the Pretender or Highest High next picked here for Bubbleman. RO16 kind of matching that similar fast aim and precise skill, but it will be Lorelei instead here. Add a pick custom, and it is indeed your precision mech tech. It's a really unique but really difficult map.
Yeah, not only is it precision, it's 6.5. It's the comfortable sort of position you see in tournaments, but as you mentioned, it's not only is it quite mechanically intensive, it's got a good amount of aim to it as well, but it has quite a lot of control, cut streams, cut patterns, some high SVs.
Yeah.
There's like, I think it's 3 or 4 sections in it where you have like a cut stream-esque pattern into a huge high SV, like geometric slider with ticks in that I wouldn't be surprised to see a bunch of slider breaks on those.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is a tough map, to say the least.
Yeah.
Once again, custom map here from Adapir. Thank you, Adapir, for making this custom for the COE Yuki tournament.
I love this tune. It's such a map.
Great song, and despite very difficult, great map.
Oh.
Yeah, really, really cool styling here. You're going to be seeing these really sporadic amounts of mech tech general control applied there as well. I think this is really up Bubbleman's alley. He loves that precision, and he loves this kind of style of tech. He's a big fan of this kind of map, so seeing those two strengths and those two comfort points merged together into one map is a great choice for him. And Puzzle's early section, unfortunately for him, it's not being a good start here. No being able to hold on to his full combo despite dropping a little bit of accuracy. And going to this first PI time here, this is a great opening advantage here for Nopekjk.
Yeah, both players hitting that slider as well. So first trade box down, I suppose. Good opening here from Nope. Just the one miss though from Bubble. A one miss separating the two, really.
Oh, this is looking really exciting here. Those slider streams here hit from both players. And it's looking like a really even game until Nopekjk goes down. It is quickly traded from Bubbleman, but that score lead has shrunk massively there. You've gone from about 40, 30k to flickering back in each player's favor. But with that trade there from Nopekjk, Bubbleman has a small combo lead and might be able to climb this further and further as we get into the next third of this map.
Next slider, both players hit it. There's an ACK lead now. Bubble's got 2.5% again, so the ACK game is strong here for the Brit.
Oh, down he goes though. Nope still holds on to his combo. It's only 16,000 in between them, but those ACK drops are really going to sting. A 3% down difference here against Nopekjk despite that combo lead. And there's the break. Just only for a moment, seeing that potential advantage that Nope had. Whether or not Bubbleman noticed, we don't know, but we're eclipsing that halfway point. And it's only 11,000 score. A little bit of a moment for free combo here for Nope as well to build until we get into that really difficult KI time. Only 10,000 score separating them. Nope has to hold on for a little bit longer. Bubbleman is trailing with this combo. Any miss could really mean everything here. Nope has to hold. 1/3 still going. Both players continuing to hold. No drops. Yeah, this is a really dangerous section. And down goes Nope. Accuracy may go down for Bubble, but still keep that combo intact. And that lead is shut down from Nopekjk.
Bubbleman's through the build-up now, into that last drop now, and he's holding all the aces at the moment. Still got that ACK and got that major combo lead as well.
Yeah, able to build his composure back up now to about 540 combo, able to keep on climbing more and more. These bursts are really, really dangerous, and as Bubbleman does go down, I don't know if there's going to be enough time. No, has to keep on holding, and Bubbleman has to drop soon. And down he goes.
Whoa.
That's a miss. There's potential, but it is traded. And that equality opportunity for a breakpoint to shut down each other's points is not going to be the case, unfortunately, as we get into the ending of the map here. There's only 45,000 score, and both players are dead even with accuracy in favor of Bubbleman. So even if Nope was to get a combo advantage, the ACK was going to really slow it down, make it a slow burn here, which unfortunately is not in Nopekjk's favor, and in turn will give Bubbleman that point win.
Close though, very close.
Absolutely, yeah. There were multiple moments there where we could have seen a sporadic flip, and something that I was really surprised about. Pleasantly surprised to see how well Nope was able to toggle with that difficulty on the precision.
Yeah, I remember him doing pretty well in the qualifiers, I think, for Laser Grand Arena as well. There was a flowing precision map there. I think it was Midorigo Queen Bee.
Yes.
He had a very, I think he got like 800k on that. It was a very good score, either way. He has it in his locker, man, and that's a solid score on that. 600k on that map is no joke, man.
Absolutely. Both players 600k. Very impressive here.
Yeah.
Both sub double-digit miscounts on this. Nicely done. Yeah, very good. But up to Nope now.
Yeah. He's down 2 points now. He's got the next pick. He's got to make something work with it. He's used his protected pick at this point. Made great use of it. But if you want to go into control, you got plenty of that in Noah mod. No Mode 3, No Mode 4 might be a thing. Maybe No Mode 3 might be
Yeah.
a good shout.
You've also got Knight of Knights. You know, considering we've seen his proficiency on that, this one being generally very heavy on that aim control, he might want to be saving those maps for later. But if Bubbleman is to win this next map, it's his opening pick and his chance to use that Protect because the Pretender. He's saving that. He wants that to be the killing blow. And that's exactly what he's leaning into. He knows he wins this, and it's going to be No More 3 for Nopekjk. Source of Creation, custom map here from Ice Cult. Another banger that's really, really difficult.
Yes, breaking out of the ult, and it's so pretty tricky ult as well. So many spacing changes throughout this. So one thing I always think of when I think of Ice Cult maps is just crazy spacing changes everywhere.
Yep.
And this is no exception, except it's nearly 8 stars, and that's just on the star rating.
Nearly 8 stars on an ult map, people. You know, usually you would see this in a tournament with a really mechanics heavy map that really exploits that star rating. No, this is ult, that's 8 stars. Yeah. That should tell you how difficult this map is on its own.
Oh, 7.7, but close enough.
Close.
That's, yeah.
It's close enough.
Some nasty, like, linear patterns in this. There's a pattern in the middle of this which looks super scary. I wonder how the players deal with it.
Look at that sporadic flow into the snap, switching back and forth into one another. Both players trading solid combos here, but Nopekjk is able to extend his lead just a little bit here, able to finally get the flip, hits that section right there. Solid work here from Nopekjk. 98 accuracy as well. Dead even. Bubbleman drops just before the slider, and that's a huge timing on that miss there.
That slider right there, it's not easy to hit after that really 1/3 burst bit, but Nopekjk holding through.
Nopekjk has about 226 combo to his name, a 200 difference. And a lot of time to build up some free combo to get to that KI. Ooh, that miss from Bubbleman is really, really tough. That is not Banjo, that is a real miss. And that's a dangerous slip up. You might have given Nopekjk a lot of breathing room here. This slowdown pan's easy combo, and if you are in that lead, especially by such a margin, this is deadly territory. Snaps. So scary. But it seems like they're both holding on. Bubbleman able to climb up to 200 combo. 260 in favor of Nopekjk. Able to establish about 50,000 score in his favor, but only halfway through. Accuracy is also very close. This is merely combo game.
Yeah. In just a moment, there's a hard, symmetrical, and linear pattern coming up. Yep. Both players recovering through this section. It's a bit more doable, but it's still very missable. But here we go. Here we go.
That sharp dash into this section change now. This control is really difficult. Nopekjk has to hold on. Bubbleman is trailing just barely behind. Is anybody going to drop? No!
Oh, they both
players decimating this section. Destruction here. And Bubbleman goes down straight afterwards as well. That post-pop-up fatigue hits him hard. And Nope is running away with this. Incredible performances here from him so far. He's starting to approach 1,000 combo, but he finally goes. But that's enough. 80,000 score in his favor. The accuracy, the combo, dead even. And that's exactly what you want. You want this to be a slow burn. But Nope does go down. And it's 100 combo in favor of Bubbleman. You've got a third of the map to come through left. Can he hold on towards the ending? Nope has to break quite a few times if he wants this to start closing in quicker. And there's another miss. Can Bubble hold on for just a little bit longer?
Yeah, that's a huge linear. Another hard part there, hit by Bubbleman. He's closing in 50k.
First hit, no, misses again. Down goes Bubble. And he might have closed it down by 30,000, but 50,000 is still a wall that he has to jump over. But it seems like it won't be the case. These pounds are tripping up both of our players relentlessly here. And we're getting close to that ending time. Might be a little bit more to go, but so far so good here for Nope. Has about a 40 combo safety net.
So far, all he has to do is just hold his nerve a little bit now. There's not much combo on his opponent's side really to make use of here. 50k is quite a lot.
Down he goes. Is there enough time? I'm not sure if there is. Bubbleman only has about 200 combo, and it's only closing in about 1,000 per 2 seconds, and that's just not enough time. There's barely any map left to go, and Bubble does drop, and that in turn secures the win here for Nope. Oh. Incredible display of talent from both of these players on that particular map. Yeah. Nicely done indeed.
Oh my god, absolutely crazy. Both players popping off, and probably the hardest part of that map in my opinion. But yeah, seeing Nope fight back here, some strong maps on the board. He's making good use of them here. 3-2. Bubbleman's still in a great spot. He's still got that protect to break out of his back pocket. But Nope, still very much in this now.
Yeah, I feel like if Bubbleman wants to secure himself tiebreaker, that's a solid option. Million PP is a very mechanics-heavy map. I feel like he's very safe into keeping that in his pocket. So I feel like he could go for the Pretender straight away and secure himself that TB and give himself that comfort where he can lean into other options if he wants to, knowing that he can take advantage on how mechanics-heavy that TB is. So I think the Pretender is a really good pick for Bubbleman, but if it wasn't going to be that one to do the killing blow, I think high is a great option for him. We saw Nopekjk struggle in that raw aim on the No Mod 1, and this one's going to be even harder. With that harder proficiency, with that proficiency on the precision, Bubbleman might want to lean into that.
I agree, but I think he just pick Labo 1 because I think it'll be a good time.
It will be high, unfortunately.
It is high.
No Labo 1, sadly. Maybe we'll see that as a late-stage pick here for Nopekjk, despite being True Digimag still being open. Of course, you also have Night of Nights around as well. Multiple aim control maps that he can really take advantage of here, but it will be the high, it will be the harder raw aim mechanics. This is an iconic map, one of my personal favorites. We've seen multiple players pop off on this in the previous matches here. Antonio Malashevsky, I believe Malashevsky played this, I might be trolling, but regardless, this is a really cool map.
Yeah, I think in terms of like comfy style of aim, this is probably the closest in the pool to that. That's not really saying much though. It's still full of so many wide angles, so much linear aim in this. It's a garden map. It's got that particular style. It's not very farmy really, but I think it's a bit more comfy than that No Mod 1 for maybe no. With the No Mod 1 being like super wide spacing, like low BPM stuff. I think this will be quite contested. I think.
Yeah, it's got some sharp, awkward aim angles. Like I think the most iconic parts of the map are during the peaks of its KIs, where the ending, where you see those Zane-esque 1-2 jumps that kind of cross across the map back and forth. Has that ounce of awkward aim in there. But throughout the map, generally, it's going to be a very comfortable experience. I think if you're a strong, hard rock aim player, you're going to be comfortable for the majority of the map. It will be those KI peaks where you might look at Nopekjk to pounce when it really matters. The first 1-2 sections back, down goes Nopekjk. Early advantage solidified here for Bubbleman.
Yeah, a couple of little whiffs on those notes there. No such whiff from Bubbleman though. Plenty of time to recover, of course, and get used to the hard rock stylings on the aim. But you don't need to give Bubbleman a lot from past experience on aim maps like this.
Yes, definitely. You know, if there's one skill set that he's most famous for, it's his aim, man. The guy is such a beast on this type of skill. And we're getting into the first key item now. Those angles start to get a little bit wider, a little bit more difficult. Still on the comfort side here, but here's the first set of awkward jumps. Still hit cleanly from Bubbleman. But we've still got the end of the KI left to go. Nopekjk drops once again. That lead already getting close to 100,000. Can Bubbleman FC this first KI? No, he does not. 100 combo here for Nopekjk. Could he hold on and get himself a bit of an advantage as long as he hits past his KI here? No drops from either player. Both of them cleanly hitting this KI.
Yeah, big linear drop there by Bubbleman though, but Nopekjk hitting the entirety of that is so good now, and he's giving himself a winning opportunity. He's close,
that miss stings. That's a tough miss there. Solidifying yourself that advantage after hitting the hard part of the map and missing twice just afterwards is really, really tough. It shows a sign of slight discomfort there from Nope. You know, if you can hit those difficult sections but not be able to hit the easier times, it shows that you're not as comfy on this. And Bubbleman thankfully does hit that majority section and does build a solid 350, climbing into the bridge of the second KI.
So far so good here for Bubbleman, still holding that 99%. A couple misses, but it really does feel like slips. He does definitely look more comfortable on this, just looking at the aim on here. No polygon a bit, but he can't really combat this at the moment.
Yeah, down he goes. Combo is really even now, but 137,000 score in favor of Bubbleman. Is a really comfy safety net. And there's the break. Bubbleman knows where he's at. Solid accuracy advantage. Beautiful combo from the early stage of the map. Able to keep that lead in his favor. As we get into the final KI, I mean, unless we see a big fall apart, I don't see room where Nopekjk can win this. Big jump section there, traded from both players, and that's exactly what you want if you're Bubbleman. You don't have to worry. If you miss and it's traded, I mean, that's easy territory for you. We're more looking at the stylistic flair of this ending to see anything cool that can go down as we get into the most difficult edition of the final KI here. Are we going to be seeing any pop-offs here? Bubbleman still holds on to about 140 combo. Jump still hit, Nopekjk drops. It's all on Bubbleman to see if he can end it, but he misses on the burst. And even if we don't see a stylistic flair, still a great win from Bubbleman. And tiebreaker has been secured for him.
Yeah, man, the accuracy has been so strong for Bubbleman all game long, especially on maps like this. He made such good use of it, and with that bit of combo as well. A great pick in the end.
Yeah, solid choice here. Taking that risk and willingly going into avoiding that killing blow of the Pretender. And this is exactly what you want. You're going to have to expect Nopekjk here to win on the Pretender against Bubbleman later on. Even if he wins this next map, like, I can't help but be a little bit worried for Nope on his ult here. It's a really good position that he's put himself in. And it's up to Nope now for his next pick. I mean, most likely we're going to be seeing True DJ Mag, but we might see Night of Nights if he's feeling a little hard rock.
He's not. He's going for it.
Will be True DJ Mag.
It's DJ Mag time. No mod 4, the Nathan Classic. Long tech control, so many hard flow aim, burst aim patterns in this. And of course, Swarm Laser, so Note Lock isn't going to completely destroy you like it would normally, but it doesn't make these patterns any less hard. Oh yeah. To combo through.
I think we like to call this a certified hood classic.
Oh yeah.
Absolute banger here. I think almost everyone knows what this map has to offer. It's had some legendary scores throughout the years. Used in the OS World Cup for the Grand Finals pool. It's a damn shame that another South Korean aim control legend had to have people avoid him by banning this map. It goes to show how intense this map really is. It's a long map as well. A lot of unique additions of its aim control and tech in there. Makes it a good wide mix of somebody who likes playing on this style and can really flex out their sub-skill sets on this type of style.
Yeah, I think at this point though, in terms of the rest of the pool, I think it was his best choice. I think the Hard Rock 3 is a bit tricky on that high AR. The low AR region, I think, has generally been better for Nope, so glad he's going for this one. Yeah, he's got to make it work though.
Indeed. And even if he wins this, he has to face it on the Pretender afterwards, and can't help but be worried about that one too. But here we go into True DJ Mag. It's a marathon of an aim control tech test for the ages. So far, so good for both players past the intro section. No early kind of pre-map jitters here. Both players being able to establish a good early combo.
Yeah, no early issues. It opens up fairly on the lower burn, but it doesn't take long to put rides up the gears.
Indeed.
Good to see no early chokes on the opening before we get into the real surprise.
Shows that they're both ready. It shows that they're both comfy.
Yeah. Because
we're going to be getting into the first KI very, very soon. Arguably the most iconic part of this map to come through right about now. No drop just earlier beforehand, but it is traded quickly by Bubbleman. So no significant pop-off past this first KI here. Even Steven so far from both of these guys. Accuracy slightly favored Bubbleman, but not by much, 0.7%. But Nope does drop sequentially afterwards. And Bubbleman still has that 200 nearly combo in the bag. Hits the rest of this map beautifully, but misses just after. So a combo reset once again.
98.8 this 96.4. The accuracy again. It's going to be doing a lot of work here for Bubbleman.
Bookmaker section now. Here we go. Cleanly hit from Nopekjk starting off. Still more to go, but he misses just afterwards. So no significant combo built off of the misses of the opponent here. Both players struggling equally on this specific section. So no hype numbers on this just yet, but maybe in the future. But it's really close here for both of our players. Bubbleman really giving Nope a run for his money here. Holding on to about nearly 30,000 score in his favor. Accuracy slightly in the favor of Nopekjk, but that is traded back with the accuracy. But down goes that combo. And now Bubble is able to build more and more. How much can he build and how much of a lead can he climb?
See if someone can find some major comfort on this stuff. When you find the comfort like this, doing the K though and rising over Bubbleman into the slightly easier bit, this is going to be pretty good if Bubble can hold his nerve now.
Beautiful stuff from Bubbleman. Getting past that halfway mark with 400 combo to his name. And he can just keep running away with this. A little bit more free combo build up left to go here. I mean, for the map standards at least.
Yeah, relatively, isn't it?
And we're getting to the slider jump tech here. I mean, both these players really love this type of style. I think for any other player who wouldn't be as comfortable, this would be a death sentence for that combo. But for both players, it's beautiful. And we've got another one of those bookmaker jumps to come through very, very soon. Can Bubbleman keep that combo intact? Because Nopekjk is not far away. He's keeping an eye on him. Next bookmaker jumps to come through now. Both players hold on to the first set. Second set to come through next. Still hit from both players. It's a beautiful display. Any more to go down. Down goes Bubbleman. Nopekjk still holds. Is there more that can be built here? these consequential, these cut sections here. Nope, still holds, hits the square, hits the slider stream, still going. Nopekjk finally goes, and sadly could not hold long enough to flip it back. It's still 40,000 score in favor of Bubbleman.
Oh,
what an attempt indeed, right? Yeah. Just on the very end where it started to slow down a little bit, he slips up. And that in turn has given a blanket for Bubbleman to float on for a good while now. Final core of the map to come through. More of a mechanics heavy section to come through up next now. More bursts and more doubles. Still some sharp aim control though.
Yeah, plenty to go now. Nopekjk is recovering. There's a good combo on the field. He gets the break there though.
That stings. Bubbleman's now able to run away with this. Look at these back and forths to hit from Bubbleman. It's beautiful here.
They're both hitting them.
Yeah, this is gorgeous.
This is the aim control on display on stage right now. It's just been crazy all game.
Yeah, we've got some demon aim control players in this tournament, man. These two included. Finally on the snap aim jumps, I think one of the sections that you'd expect people to trip off the most if they have this built-up combo. Both players do go down. That in turn seems to be a lead that Nopekjk cannot eclipse. And as we get into the slowdown aim section, it seems like all but a matter of time. Nopekjk is putting up a valiant fight, multiple shrines of brilliance, but it will be Bubbleman to take him down and advance to the next stage.
Yep, seed number 2, Bubbleman. He's booked his spot into the next round, taking down a very strong opponent in Nopekjk.
Yeah, tournament veteran, man. You don't count out Nopekjk. The guy is a veteran, regardless of what statistic you have.
Hey.
GG, well played. A great fight. A great match. Congratulations to Bubbleman for advancing and defeating a great player in Nope. Unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to Nopekjk, despite how well he did, man.
Yeah.
Made us almost lose our voices at some moments, so it's a shame to see him go so early, but it was great to see him play nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic display there. Again, it's fantastic Nope managed to make his way out here and join the tournament. It's such a pleasure having him here at COE, and a great show in there. It is the end of the tournament for him, but very, very well played, no doubt.
Yeah, indeed.